today's action. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set notifications so you're live with us. So you get the plays, you get the better numbers, and in some cases get the games in, because sometimes we have the day action. So you want to be live with us. I want to make note of a few things. Our promo code, you can save 20% off all pre and pick packages. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link in the description. Then click the All Cappers tab to get signed up. We'd also love to hear from you guys, so post your picks in the comments below. And of course, remember our podcast, every pick in podcast form. If it's more convenient to listen to a podcast instead of watching the picks on video, Tony's Picks Podcast, every pick in podcast form, available on all major platforms. And if you would, on Apple listeners, give us that 5-star review. It greatly helps us out as well. Also, our site is Tony'sPicks.com, multi-capper site showcasing our top cappers in our industry. All of them appear here on our shows and over our YouTube channel. Click the link here and get signed up to our long-term passes. You'll see Ramon coming in off a strong day yesterday. Mindy and Tiffany as well, winning days over the past 24 hours. Over the last 7 days, Ramon Scott has been on fire, so has Tiffany. Click the links to their handicapper pages and get signed up to one of their long-term passes. You can see the featured latest premium picks here on the board right now. Ramon's got a nice 5-pack from the NBA going off here. Tiffany, a 7-pack, so a lot of action here for you guys. Best bets as well. Each capper can release one best bet per sport per day. You can see Tiffany with 3. She handicaps in college football, MLB, NBA, so we see that up there. Ramon with a college football best bet. As you'll scroll down, you'll see a lot more best bets here on the board. And of course, our $15 pick. Each capper can designate one of their premium picks on their card as a $15 pick, just to showcase their service to new people or existing ones as well. And of course, many of them want to make a great impression. You'll see best bets on a lot of those $15 picks. So go ahead and get signed up there. A lot of best bets on the board. And 3-packs, a popular feature here for some of our bigger players. They like the 3-packs. So you'll see lots of 3-packs here on the board here at Tony'sPicks.com. I also want to make note here of our pick ticker. If you're one that likes to shop a la carte, and you'll see here we have a la carte options here for every individual pick that our cappers are documented on, are sold here at $25. So if you want to go here and look for a game you can purchase, you can do that. That's our pick ticker. Remember, all of our individual plays are profit guarantee. They must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credited back in your account. That's profit guarantee. And of course, no games coming up soon here, but we do have a late steam feature, and we verified it today. We had some late steam testing, and we saw today we had Paul with the late steam in. It's just started 10 minutes ago. So any capper that posts a pick into the system that begins between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time, that will load in the system, will be available for sale as a late steam at the same price. So you'll see a green late steam. That means late information, maybe the line moved in their favor, maybe there's injury information. Late steam plays will show up in green here. And for our long-term customers, those are available. That feature is available at no charge. So any capper that puts in a pick between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time, you'll get that pick emailed to your email box. So be sure to look out for that for all of our long-term subscribers. For cappers that are using the late steam feature, really good a feature there at Tony'sPicks.com, so check it out. And of course, our promo code, save 20% off all pre and pick packages with that promo code TonyT at checkout. All right, let's get this one underway. On game day today, we got Ramon Scott and Mindy Hahn. All right, let's get game day picks underway. Let's go ahead and welcome in Mindy Hahn. You'll find her over at Tony'sPicks.com, doing great work in NHL and baseball of late here. We'll see if we can see on the leaderboards here. We'll bring her in right now. We're going to roll her with Mindy. Mindy, what's happening?
Not too much today. Looking forward to another fun one, though, tonight. Got some basketball in yesterday. I got to see, NFL, some good ones. So, yeah, I'm excited. It should be another good night.
Yeah, a lot of good night. A lot of action across the board here, from baseball to hockey to basketball, big card NBA, college football with a little tease tonight. And then tomorrow it's a lot, 40-plus games tomorrow. So let's get it underway. Your college football here on ESPN 2 tonight, 7:30 Eastern time. Tulsa here on the road to face Temple. Tulsa 13.5. The total is at 53.5.
Yeah, I mean, Tulsa won this one pretty big last season, 44-10. But this year, both teams are looking to break losing streaks. Tulsa's 2-4, 0-2 in conference. Temple 2-1, 0-2 in conference. as well. Tulsa's offense has been pretty good. They were kind of scoring points at will until they kind of ran into Cincinnati and Navy here in their last couple. Owls have been having trouble moving the ball as of late, scoring, I don't know, 16 points in the last 2 games. So really not very much. All trends here are going to favor Tulsa here also. The Golden Hurricanes are 5-1-1 against the spread, 4-1-1 in conference games against the spread. And then the Owls are, just opposite here, 4-9 against the spread in their last 13 home games, 7-19 in their last 26 overall. So to me, this one kind of looks like, Tulsa might just go ahead and, maybe just run away with this one here today. I like Tulsa minus 13.
All right, Mindy Hahn here going with Tulsa here, minus 13.5. In this one, shop your number. This one's getting moved. I saw some 14s now hitting the marketplace. So that this one is moving here. So, yeah, Tulsa. Yeah, Tulsa struggles with Navy. A lot of teams do with that run game. But when you look at Tulsa's running offense this year, it's just been 2.6 yards a carry. So it doesn't look to be any threat here to try to go after that Tulsa run defense. And you just look at Davis Brin. I think this is a defense where we can see some of that pass form show up here for Brin and Tulsa.
Yeah, and then if you look at that guy, the wide receiver Stokes, he's also top 5 in the nation in receiving yards as well. So he's a guy that you really need to look out for that I think can just kind of blow through this Temple defense as well. And then also, if you take a look at just the numbers, Tulane gave up, 400 yards of offense versus Navy? And Temple gave up 737 versus UCF. So not going to be much on the offensive side of this game.
Yeah, and again, the home field for Temple, of course, the Phillies are playing around the same time, so we'll see what the reaction will be there. So I don't think, again, it's never a lot of home fans there at Temple. It's a tough spot, kind of a tough neighborhood too. But anyway, if you've watched the stadium's located, it's kind of rough there. But anyway, Tulsa Lane, 13.5.
Worked in the emergency room there at Temple University Hospital. So yeah, he used to tell us about it.
There you go. You know the stories. All right. Here we go. Tulsa laying 13.5 here against Temple. This one to have a start time here of 7:30 Eastern time. It will be televised over on ESPN2. The NBA is on ESPN there tonight. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at TonySpicks.com for tonight's action. It's showing great results here in MLB as well as great results here in the NHL. When you go over to Mindy's handicapper page, you'll see those great results there. All right, we got a card here. We've got small portions here from NHL as well as college football, Major League Baseball, but then a big card here from the NBA. What do you have going on over at TonySpicks.com?
Yeah, so I had to sift through everything here today. Came up with 8 plays. I got 6 in the NBA, so pretty big card there. 1 Major League Baseball in that one tonight, and 1 NHL out of the small 3 card there also. So yeah, as you're talking about, my record came off a winning day here yesterday. Clippers somehow were able to pull that one out to give me the edge. But yeah, if you take a look at where I've been with Major League Baseball, NHL, NBA, if you just have, take a look at those top ones there, been 14-6. That's like 70% over the last week. 755 units there in the last 7 days on those. So you can definitely go ahead and take a look at some of my best bets in MLB, in NHL, and in the NBA. Also, if you don't want to do, a la carte individual games, I did go ahead and package those for $45. All of my best bets, you can get those. I do have a 5-pack of NBA games you can take a look at. But instead of buying those, for $30, $45, why not go ahead and get a 3-day package? Those are only $99. You use the promo code TonyT at checkout, you get $19 off. So then you're looking at $80 for the weekend. Again, I play lots of games, volume player. I'm probably looking at, like I said, we have 8 tonight, probably looking at 15 to 20 tomorrow, 8 for NFL. So yeah, you can get a lot of games, a lot of picks, and you can almost get them at about $2.50 a play. So that's a really nice way to go ahead and maximize your profits here over the weekend. Plus, I've been winning, on probably about a 3-week winning streak. So pretty excited to get back up on those leaderboards here coming this weekend once that bad, one Saturday falls off.
That's right. Get on board here with Mindy over at Tony'sPicks.com. As we said, they're showing great results here in MLB and NHL, all documented over at Tony's Picks. So get on board with Mindy here. She does have a 7-pack of action here, put NBA, MLB together here. Of course, in these 7-packs, these individuals, these plays that show up here in bright orange, these are individual plays or one-day passes that are profit guarantee, which means they must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credited back in your account. That is profit guarantee here with NBA and MLB galore here. Also in there with if you're just into NBA, she does have a 5-pack here from this big 11-card NBA card tonight. So get on board there. More action as we scroll here. We'll find some best bets here in a 3-pack. All of our best bets in a 3-pack here. Our best bet 3-pack here from MLB, NHL, and NBA. That's up there as well. A guaranteed best bet here from the NHL, where she's off to a great start here. A lot of individual plays here as well. Best bets galore. So get on board. Of course, here we are on a Friday, and it's a perfect time to get that 3-day all sports pass here from Mindy. You get all of Mindy's premium plays here for 3 days. And let me get to where that is, sort of toward the bottom here. Yeah, right here on the package on this one here.
Right at the bottom.
Yeah, it's a 3-day all sports pass. You'll get all of Mindy's premium plays for 3 days. That would include all the NFL that's coming up here for Sunday, as well as college football Friday and Saturday. We've got Major League Baseball playoffs here, guaranteed action. We're guaranteed game 4s, right, in these best of 7. So there'll be action here on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as well as NBA, NHL. So we got full cards, weekend cards. So we're going to see a lot of action here from both leagues as well. And of course, I will mention to you as well, if Mindy is in action with the new feature, we do have the late steam plays. If she's in action there, some may say, may not. But again, any pick the handicappers put in between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. Now, we get our picks in early. We get them all up there early. But again, we do have an option now to release plays late. And for those of you on long-term passes or who purchase long-term passes, you will get those late plays into your email box. And those will be plays that have been entered into the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time, called late steam. Individual buyers visit our site during game time hours, and if you see late steam, those are some you may want to pick up because we have late information, injury news. Maybe we're waiting for a number, certain situations like that. So check out the late steam. And if you are a long-term subscriber, any of those late steams that you pick up from your handicapper will be emailed to your inbox. You don't have to worry about having to check the members area every 15, 20 minutes. That will be emailed to you. Phase 2 will get the SMS in, but right now it's an email to your box. So make sure that you don't, anything that comes from Tony's Picks, now we don't spam people, but we want to make sure that you don't back us spam. So you make sure you get that email in there. So look for those late steams there as well. So check it out over at Tony'sPicks.com. Lots going on. Remember that promo code. You can save 20% off all pre and pick packages when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, then click Mindy's name, and when you do that, you'll land right here on her page that I've been showing you here on this segment. And then, of course, you can scroll down and check out the records. You can check out all her individual plays, her one-day passes, and then down here at the bottom are the long terms. And if you're an a la carte purchase, you want to look for an a la carte sale, each individual play that she's documented on is sold individually, and any late steam will show up there in green. So check it out. Bookmark it. Visit it often. Mindy's handicap page over at Tony'sPicks.com. Right, Mindy will also put together a Twitter account for you at Tony's Picks Mindy. You had a day off today on the show, but tomorrow you're back with Ramon for that Saturday morning steam show.
Exactly. So today you will get more plays. Let's see. Oh, I think I put in. Man, I forgot now. It's either NBA or NHL game that I put in there tonight on Twitter. So you'll get one of those. It will be like a surprise for everyone, including me. So yeah, you can go ahead and check that one out. And then also make sure you catch us tomorrow morning on the morning steam. We will be on at 8 a.m. Central, where we will have, I don't know, about 35 games, I believe is what we counted up, that we will go through tomorrow. So probably about a 2-hour show. Make sure you come in. You're going to get all of the big prime time NCAA football games. Then we'll cover some basketball, hockey, and Major League Baseball. So yeah, big show again here tomorrow. And then also you can check out, who our picks are for these Friday nights, the morning Saturday shows that we've had. You can go back. All of them are still on Tony's page, or you can just type in the morning steam Tony's Picks. You'll find us. or if you have a particular game in mind, you can go ahead and just type that in plus the morning's team, and you'll be able to find that pick as well. And then if you miss our show, you can definitely go ahead and purchase our consensus picks over at tonyspicks.com as well. Under, you can find us again under the All Cappers tab. Just look for Morning's Team, and then you can find us. So we've also had a really nice week there for sports betting. So we're excited. We have lots of people in the chat. It makes it a lot of fun. Looking forward to it again here tomorrow.
Yeah, very good interactive show there on Saturday through Thursdays, 9 a.m. each time. It's the Morning's Team. A lot of action in. Your early college football is already in the books. It's already archived at Tony's Picks. Tomorrow they're going to cover the back half of the card, the prime time games, but the early games are already covered over on the Morning's Team. The games for tonight are, so go back and check out the archives. We do feature our live shows on the front of our YouTube channel, so easy to find. Go to our YouTube page and just look for the Morning's Team. Or again, it's the lunch hour for some of you watching us live. So if it's more convenient for you to be at your desk and you listen to podcasts, Tony's Picks podcast, every pick in podcast form. Listen to the Morning's Team from this week, and you'll get all the picks they put in there for college football. Or if there's some individual plays you're looking for, every pick in podcast form, Tony's Picks podcast. So check it out and watch the show live. The Morning's Team also archived up there as well. Saturday through Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. All right, Mindy, it's always great having you show. Keep up that great work, and we'll talk with you again on Monday.
Yeah, recap it all again on Monday. We'll see ya.
You do. You got it. Mindy Hahn here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with you here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. We love you guys to be live with us. You get the picks here on our show and get the best numbers. Of course, you get that Tulsa line before it hits 14. that's an important key number there. All right, let's continue on here on a Game Day Picks. It's next up is Ramon Scott. You'll find him over at TonySpace.com. Sitting at the top of the leaderboard, doing fine work over at the site. Ramon, what's happening?
Tony, we're ready for a great weekend of sports. I don't know if you heard the term that everybody used. We talked about all the four major sports in action. I don't like the sports equinox, they call it. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't either. I just like to say, because there's different fun. I'm starting to use the food references. I don't know. I don't know where that came from, but anyway, I like to say small portions, large portions. There's a lot of sports, but you do have some of them in small portions. So you can't really call it the equinox when there's only one baseball game and there's only 2 college football games.
My current run certainly, almost across all sports is basically for me. And like you said, I think we talked about on the show yesterday, bookmakers have a lot of work to do. We can pick and choose. So I think that's why I'm having a real strong surge right now with all the sports going. Lets me, kind of zero in on exactly what I want to do with the board each night.
Yep, and you want to get a hint, just look at go to a sports book. Whatever conferences are not featured on the main TVs, those are the ones you should be handicapping, because I think you're going to have an edge there on those games. You think?
Temple won't be on the giant screen.
Well, tonight they will, because it's only a one-time shot, but you know what I'm saying on the side.
Padres will.
Padres are going to get the featured screen. They love the Padres in San Diego. They love that because they like Del Mar. They like going to San Diego and all the fun activity there. It's a fun city there. It's easy to get around. All right, here we go tonight, 10 Eastern Time. NBA League Pass Channel has the Suns on the road here against this Trailblazer team. The Suns favored 5 total is now 224.
Yeah, we'll see how this one goes, Tony, tonight with Phoenix and Portland. Phoenix, they got a little measure of revenge maybe with their game against Dallas. They were down 22 points, came all the way back to win 107-105. Damian Lee, of all people, Curry's brother-in-law, he made the game winner in the final second. 10 seconds left, I think it was, under 10 seconds left, hit the game winner, and they pulled that one off. So that one went, 212 points. I'm going to be taking a look at the total, of course, in this one. So Phoenix definitely went under in that game, and for Portland, they won their game at Sacramento, 115-108 in the opener. They were clutch, really. Sacramento kept fighting back, taking leads, and eventually Portland got that road victory. Game went 223 points, which is under the number we're looking at here tonight. Slightly, I'll say, but this number has declined. You see the number right there, 224. This one opened as high, I'd say, as 226, even touched down at 223.5 and bought back up a little bit. But I like that move so far to the under by the books, adjusting that total. With maybe the Sharps coming in a little bit on the under here. Chris Paul didn't have too great of a game. In fact, he was sitting the bench down the stretch. He only finished with 6 points. Did have 9 helpers, but Campaign kind of took his place and did very, very well. And Williams decided to go with Campaign down the stretch. Didn't bring Paul back into the game. So, anyways, I don't like some of the matchups here for Portland. I think Grant and Nurkic could have a tough matchup tonight in this one. Damian Lillard was just 1 of 8 from 3-point range and finished 5 of 18 overall. Of course, he's coming back from injury, so looks like Dame isn't quite back on track yet. Phoenix won 3 of the 4 matchups last season and has taken 6 of the last 7 meetings. A couple players questionable on each side. You got Landry Shamet for the Suns. You got Gary Payton for Portland, but I'm going to look for this one to go under that number, Tony, 226 in this division battle tonight. I really respect the move pretty much. There's not obviously we just have the one game so far, but if you go back to the end of last season and the playoffs for Phoenix, they were a little tougher to equate the playoff run. They were definitely going under late in the season, and Portland did as well. Both teams were on an under streak. Of course, Portland was left on the sidelines there at the end of the season, but Phoenix in their playoff games with Dallas, those were going under, but that was a hard-fought series. So anyways, Tony, in this one tonight, just game 2 of the season, I'm going to go under with Phoenix and Portland coming off a pretty good stretch right now in the NBA for me.
All right, we got Ramon here with the Suns Trailblazers under 224. No surprise with Chris Paul at point that the Suns played at the slowest pace, tied with the Mavericks, played the slowest pace of all teams to start the season. And the Portland Trailblazers, the second slowest pace here to start the 20th. I would say the 10th slowest pace, right? Instead of the 20th highest place, it would be the 10th slowest pace of all teams. Their pace makes a lot of impact on these numbers, as you know, Ramon, and a lot of the advanced stats here are used by a lot of these sharps here, is usually with these opening line moves.
Yeah, you said it perfectly, Tony. That's what we're seeing with this move here. I don't know if it's necessarily going to attract much attention from the public to get down on the total under in this one. 2 teams that maybe you might expect, especially given the fact that both teams had relatively high total. Like I said, they both went under in that opening game, but Portland's game 223 points, and Phoenix game it never really was trending over. But like I said, and it was just a moment. Chris Paul will not. He'll most likely in those key stretches be in, but credit the move, right? Credit the move keeping Payne in the game there, and Damian Lee hitting that shot. It was quite a moment when he made that shot. I'm sure you might have been watching that one. Hit that turnaround, really was off balance, falling back on the baseline, was bumped by his defender, and somehow got that shot to go, and he played a fine game. And, maybe a little bit of breakout for him with Phoenix. So Chris Paul will be a big part of this team, no doubt about it, with possession after possession. Phoenix isn't boring just because of that tempo, but Paul makes it he likes to control the game, no doubt about it.
Yeah, and I don't always worry too much about points. Usually he'll chip in when the team's struggling. If they're hitting their shots, Paul is one of those team players that makes it, he gets it to the hot hand.
Still 9 assists, yeah. Still 9 assists in that game. He never needs to, carry the load when it comes to scoring. And, Phoenix, maybe they're searching a little bit for their scoring a little bit still. Like I said, with just 107 points. Their matchups, I think, are okay tonight for Booker, Bridges, Johnson. I maybe put my down arrow on DeAndre Ayton a little bit tonight in his matchup with Nurkic. I think that both front courts might be a little bit slowed here in this one. So that's kind of where the handicap comes in for me as well.
Yeah, but I think Chris Paul, probably one of the best veteran players who works alongside young players in this generation, something that I would like to see a lot more of. The older veteran players working better alongside some of the young players in their roster. Paul.
He's still unbelievable,
Yeah.
really. I mean, really, especially considering right now where he is in his career.
Yeah, just look at the development of the younger players of the Phoenix roster when he was with Oklahoma City, making that team competitive when we thought it was a team going the other way. So he's a fabulous player there. He doesn't get enough respect for that. Suns Trailblazers, although it does rub the veterans a little the wrong way when he tries to coach up veterans, but too bad. He has the right to do that. Suns Trailblazers under a total of 224. This one to have a start time here of 10 Eastern time. Right, Ramon, let's take a look over at TonySpeaks.com. Again, top of the leaderboards here. Here over the last 7 days. There's a lot of good results here from Ramon. You just got to visit his profile page. There's a remarkable amount of winning here from Ramon over at TonySpeaks.com. You said the NBA twice because the NBA Summer League, where it says NBA, it should say NBA Summer League up there. So look at the high volume for the NBA. That's the NBA. The lower volume there on that second NBA there is the NBA Summer League, because we documented Summer League this year. And throughout it's our line provider allowing us to do that. That's
Bring
cool.
back the Summer League.
Bring back the Summer League. I know, right? We need to bring that Summer League back. I don't know. Which was me and the bar's high for the Big Three this year. So we did document the Big Three, which during the summer.
Cut it out, Tony. Summer's over.
Summer's over right now. We got all the big league boys now playing now. We got all the sports overlapping. Okay, Ramon, as you can see, doing great work here over at the site. Action here, as I like to say, in small portions from many of the leagues here tonight with NHL, college football, MLB. We've got a nice big portion here from the NBA with an 11-game card. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Well, you see it right there, Tony. I got a 5-pack in the NBA tonight, coming off a pretty good night in the NBA last night, so I can't pass on this card. I've got to kind of, I definitely put my 5 strongest plays up there. I could have went a little deeper, but I think the point where I cut it off for premiums was the appropriate spot. I really was weighing as many as 8 games, and maybe I was top heavy in a couple of them, but that would have left me with too short of a card for how well I'm running right now. And so I felt like, boy, if I include the rest of the games that I look like I'm making a move on, I'm going to have maybe more than that. But I didn't want to go too heavy still on the second night, but I still feel confident to come in with a 5-pack. Obviously, we're dealing with a pretty big card there, Tony, 12-game card. So still almost on half of the card. And on the NHL, after a 5-0 night, Tony, I just couldn't pass. I'm going to go play all 3 games tonight, and they're all sides, which is, I don't know, unusual for Ramon Scott. Talked myself in the third person there, but 3 sides tonight with that NHL Friday night 3-pack coming off 5-0 night last night, 14-6 there over the last 7 days. My numbers in the NHL, you see, look at that right there, Tony. Since we've started the site, 4,500 units of profit this year, NBA, NHL combined. And I put my $15 discount pick. You say sometimes it's a discount introductory pick, or sometimes it's just a best bet, but I put it on that Temple game. So couldn't charge a 25 or more there with the Temple game, Tony. One $15 best bet right there in the Temple game tonight against Tulsa, and that's the card I'm looking at right now. Still looking at hey, you want some late steam, Tony? It still might come at you. I know you want us to try to utilize that. I'm going to look for spots to try to appease you and the GM.
No. The whole idea is we've had some feedback, and this is, I've been in this industry a long time. I've had some feedback a lot from cappers who've said, boy, I really wish I could have had this play available for my customers, because we're a lot of us have our deadlines are kind of looser than other sites. Some sites have, you got to be in by 8 a.m. Pacific. That's it. If you're not, you're off the site. I mean, and we may get to that point because we want to make sure that our long-term customers have the plays up there early. People go to work. We get that. We got to get those plays in super early for them. But then again, you get the picks in it by 8 in the morning Pacific time. The games don't start till 4 Pacific time. That's 8 hours in between. There's a lot of information, a lot of things that happen, especially with the NBA. We know about the injuries and stuff, and we've been sitting on plays. God, I'm going to bet this. And man, I wish I could have got this to my customers. I wish. So again, everyone uses to your delight. We're not looking for high volume. If you do it, if you don't use it, that's fine. But we just want to put it out there in case there's 4 hours. I post my plays at 3 in the morning, right? So there's another 11 hours before the game tips off, right? So again, if I see a play I like I really loved the Astro game last night. But I didn't like the number. The number got better. I would again. We had a little technical issue with the pick ticker, right? I don't know if it was what it was, so I held off last night. When it's working now, we tested it overnight. Paul had his late steam. Everything worked fine. As far as the green showing up on the ticket, we know the customers get emails, but again, it's just up to the capper. If you see something you like, there's a lot of time that throughout the day after you post your picks. So if something comes up, Ramon, you see it, you can fire.
No, you know me, Tony. I'm all about the late steam. I mean, you're probably going to get more out of me than maybe the rest of the cappers. But I was just going to mention, if you're looking for it tonight, it might come in the CFL. That's where I'm kind of looking at maybe some late action. But other than that, this is going to be the card tonight. 9 plays locked and loaded right now over at Tony'sPicks.com with one of the hottest handicappers on any of the multi-capper sites, Red Hot Ramon Scott. I'm tooting my own horn over here, and I got you. Do it for me.
That's right, guys. Got to roll with Ramon. He's been on absolute fire right now over at Tony's Picks. And we see it over the last 7 days, 1,154 units of profit. We have the smart tab navigation where you can just click the time window. At some point, we're going to have a custom number in here. We can actually put in dates. That's what's coming up next here on this. And we'll have the leaderboards updated with the late steam, the best bets, 15 premium, and whatnot. There'll be a lot more here on this board that we're working on. So guys, get on board here with Ramon. He's been on fire. We'll call this the $15 bankroll builder, right? We're going to get to that bankroll ready for that big Saturday college football card from that Temple and Tulsa game up there as a best bet. Also, Ramon's 5-pack from the NBA, ready to roll here with the NBA. We do a lot of NBA business, so here you go with the 5-pack. Of course, anything you see in orange is profit guarantee, which means it must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is sent back into your account for sites credit. Matter of fact, those site credits are immediate because we rate these games fast. So, in case you have a loser, or you can or if you right now have a credit balance, take a look at Ramon here with that 5-pack from the NBA and use your balance there. Also, as we'll scroll here, as Ramon was talking about, he did have the NHL 3-pack up there on the board. And of course, as you scroll further down, you'll see the longer term passes. Now, the stuff in orange is profit guarantee. The stuff in yellow is not, because these are longer term passes that have already sold at a discount. Remember, we have the promo code in there as well as 20% off. So these are sold at great discounts. So the longer term passes are not sold at profit guarantee because they're discounted already. And here we are on a Friday. If you want to sample out Ramon Scott's service, well, he does have that 3-day all sports pass where you get all of Ramon's premium plays here for 3 days. It's a great offer here because you got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday action from all the major leagues. I don't think we'll have too much peripheral action this week from Ramon with all these sports in action, but you never know. So get on board with that. And of course, I will say this: if you buy the 3-day pass and Ramon enters any late steam plays, remember the late steam plays are games that are entered that start between 10 minutes and 2 hours of game time. So let's say a game starts at 7 Eastern time, and Ramon puts the pick in at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Well, that's late steam because it fell under that 10-minute to 2-hour window of start time. So that play, if you're a long-term subscriber, will be emailed you immediately to your inbox. Okay, so we're going to make sure these late steams get to you right away. If you are an a la carte customer, if you come to the site, you can go to the pick ticker. You'll see them highlighted in green for those late steam plays. Those late steam plays are premium picks that the cappers enter into the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. That window right there. So keep an eye on it. And if you're a long-term customer, that feature is included for at no extra additional charge. Get the late steams to your email for games that he enters that begins between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. And of course, use that promo code here, TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off all premium pick packages. Again, you can access this page that we're looking at here, Ramon's profile page, by clicking the link in the description, then clicking the All Cappers tab. And when you click the Cappers tab, look for Ramon Scott. And you do that, you'll land right on his page and get signed up. All right, Ramon, we put together a Twitter account for you at Tony's Picks Ramon. We can also we can always catch the morning steam live, or you can watch the replays on the show. A lot of college football already done in the books. NFL as well. The early games for Sunday is also in the books. You can check the archives, and of course, what's coming up Saturday on the morning steam.
We'll preview the rest of the college football card, mostly with the games that are starting at 7 Eastern and 4 Pacific. I think we have a few more to cover other than that as well, but mostly the primetime action for Saturday night we'll be covering there. And of course, it's Saturday. There'll be a big hockey card. There'll be some NBA as well, and Major League Baseball. And of course, I'm on the sidelines tonight in premium land with the baseball game, Tony. I know we're not, I'm not, one to pass on any game, but I just am emotionally invested. I don't get this opportunity very often. So even as a capper, we're supposed to put that aside, and usually I always do, but not tonight. Going to watch the game and enjoy it, and uh, you know, be riding the emotional wave tonight with all the fans out here. Over on Tony's Picks Ramon tonight, Tony, I do have my free pick. It's in college football, and it's going to be in the game between LIU, Brooklyn, and Wagner. I've got my play on Twitter is coming to you with FCS action tonight. So head on over to Tony's Picks Ramon, pick up that free winner. We had a winner last night in Major League Soccer when we took Philadelphia over Cincinnati in Major League Soccer. So I had another winner over there, pretty hot on those free plays over on Twitter. So follow me at Tony's Picks Ramon and pick those up. And Mindy and I will be back in action tomorrow to pick up some winners. We already, like you said, you can go back and check those and get all of our consensus plays. If you have time to watch all of our videos, go back and scroll through, find the plays. But if not, you can subscribe to them or pick them up for a small purchase over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you can pick up our consensus plays are already boxed up and loaded for Saturday, and that account's been pretty good. We didn't fare too well last night, but the numbers have been pretty good with that morning steam account so far in our consensus plays.
That's right, consensus plays, guys. Check them out over at our YouTube channel at Tony's Picks. Of course, we feature the live shows right in the top of the page. Easy to find the archives. Again, we've mentioned this to you again. If it's not convenient for you to watch the videos, you can check out our podcast at Tony's Picks. At Tony's Picks on all major podcast forums, and of course on every platform, I should say. Every Picks in podcast form, including the full-length show, the entire show in podcast form. So I know this is the lunch hour, so if you guys work in the offices, you like to listen to podcasts, many of you do. That's what really has made podcasts very popular, is that people at work like to listen to them. So again, Tony's Picks on all major platforms. Give us that 5-star review. Greatly help us move up the rankings there, and you can listen to the entire morning steam here from the past few days with a lot of football coverage there from college football and the early games from the NFL Sunday. So you guys want to definitely check that out. A lot of picks there here for you guys to find over on our site. Also, the plays are clipped individually, and you can watch them on our channel at Tony's Picks, as well as on the podcast, individual picks in podcast form. Our crew does hard work there of getting all those picks up there, so check them out there on the channel. All right, Ramon, as always, great having you show. Keep up that great work. Have a great show on the weekends. We'll talk to you Monday.
Thanks, Tony. I love those podcasts you got us on. We're going to be famous.
That's right. We're going to be famous. We're getting more ears on those shows. Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Hey, guys, we'll do a recap of all the picks in just a minute. I'm just directing you where you can find more picks, right? So there's a lot of picks out there. We just want you guys to know where you can find them. So check us out here on, if you would, on our YouTube channel and, of course, our podcast format. Again, on all major platforms. Let's continue on here on the show. As I want to make sure you guys remind you to like and subscribe here on our channel so you get notifications of our airings every single day on YouTube. Because we do have shows 7 days a week live. I'm here Monday through Friday, and we know Mindy and Ramon pick it up on the weekends with their Saturday through Thursday show. Let's continue on now. It's time for my pick. This pick is exclusive here to this show, nowhere, anywhere. On our channel, we're looking at the Padres at the Phillies. The Phillies here are dogs at home. Padres minus 120, a total 7.5, and I'll be looking here at an under in this game. We're going under total here of 7.5 here between the Padres and the Phillies, and of course it's our man Musgrove on the mound again, right? I know I'm a Black Dodger growing up, but Musgrove has been good to me, and I've always said this before. Musgrove is a professional pitcher. Last year when the Padres really stuck up the joint, kind of went downhill, Joe Musgrove was a guy you can count on every start. I mean, this guy is solid, and that's, you all can always look at character when you look at somebody performs here when things are going bad. Things were going bad last year for the Padres, but this was the one good. Every time he was on the mound, you could count on him. And again, this is someone you can count on, and that's why he's in this road spot, right? They put him here in the first road game in Philadelphia when the crowd goes crazy. He'll be fine. The numbers he's put up has been fantastic. Padres did even up this series. Musgrove past 6 starts has allowed 3 earned runs and 35 innings of work. And Suarez have had his issues his past couple of games. But again, the bullpens have been performing well. As long as we can avoid the middle relief and high leverage situations from the Phillies, but it'll be at home, I think it might be a little bit calming to their nerves, because that's a situation they did not want to be in. We get to the back end of the Phillies bullpen, you'll be in a better shape there. And we know the Padres bullpen has been good. So we're going under total here of 7.5 here between the Padres and the Phillies. And this one will start here over on Fox here. And this one start time here of 7:30 Eastern time. I know the Dodger announcers on those games. So far, no feedback. I wouldn't think he would get much feedback there from the Padre fans. I think he's kind of a square guy anyway. So, all right, let's continue on here on the show. Now it's time for the recap. Let's recap the games from today. We start off with Mindy. Mindy liked Tulsa minus 13.5 against Temple. Get it. Do your shopping, because we're seeing some 14 start to hit the marketplace right now. Ramon on Suns Trailblazers under 224. I'm here on the Padres Phillies under 7.5. All right, that'll do it for this edition here of Game Day Picks, guys. Be sure to tune in Monday live at 3 p.m. Eastern time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers here from Tony'sPicks.com, and we will get those picks out for you. Just a reminder, guys, to visit the site for our best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. Hottest cappers, best sports picks up there on the channel. We got a lot of contributions up there from the cappers, and keep an eye on those late steam plays that are entered into the system by our cappers between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. They'll be highlighted in green, so keep an eye on those on the pick ticker. And on your long-term subscribers, keep an eye on your email box for any late plays coming there from these late steam plays that we have now added to Tony'sPicks.com. Also, if you notice, we have added a new capper, Brandon. He will be producing videos for us tonight, so you can take a look at Brandon Check. I hope I'm saying it right. CECH. Brandon Check will be producing some plays. And can you believe this? Hold it. I cannot. I mean, I was teasing about Hollywood Sam, right? That he wanted to do videos. He's so serious that he's already given us a name for the show. So it's going to be called the Puck Line. Can you believe? That's right. Hollywood Sam. He's got his equipment. He's been promising us for a year now that he'd be doing videos, but he's ready to roll. So I'm going to introduce him to this show. I'll be doing a show with him just to get him started with the Puck Line. So that's coming up probably next week. So Hollywood Sam's ready to roll there. It just took him about a year to get ready. So let's see if he comes through with it. He's been telling us this for a year. We got him the equipment. His son went over there and set up all his equipment now. He knows what he's doing. So that's usually the issue. That's usually the issue, some of these guys, especially guys around my age. They're always worried about the tech stuff. So I need my son to do this. Well, he got his son over there and set him up. So let's see if we get this thing rolling here with Hollywood Sam. And I know Brandon will be coming in with some videos. That's the whole thing now. When we bring in cappers, we let them know right off the bat, you got to do videos or you're not coming on. we kind of just pretty much set it straight. That's why we're kind of slow dripping here, right? We're not bringing as many cappers in here because we're screening these guys, and we approach some guys, and I'm starting to understand what's happening out there in the marketplace with a lot of those Twitter guys. They don't like being documented. They don't like, you're recording my picks. I mean, they can come and see my records. Yeah. You'll be surprised, some of these, I never sell my picks, and you find out why. Well, they have revenue streams. They're business people, right? Well, that means their plays are being documented. People go and see their records, right? That is the case. So we'll get it. We'll get there. No worries about that. But we're trying. We're bringing in good people to our channel. So guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and set notifications. We're documented. All our plays are on record for you guys to check, and that's where it's headed. Well, it's been that way, but since the spawn of these legalization, it just seems to be in the back burner with all these networks now, with people giving out picks and giving out plays, but not keeping score. Right? They're not keeping score. We keep score at Tony's Picks, as do some of the other reputable sites. We're not the only ones there. I know my buddy across the street has done that for years. But check us out here at Tony's Picks, guys. Like, subscribe. All right. We got everything in for you guys. Remember, the morning show, we got our live shows on the weekends are the morning steam with Ramon and Mindy at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So get all your football picks then on the morning. I'll be back here Monday, and I always do my videos overnight, so check those out as you'll be seeing more cappers introducing our videos. We also have plans for Stacy. She's been with us since the start. We're just trying to figure out a better role for her, and we've got something planned here, so she'll be coming in with some stuff as well, because people have been asking, where's Stacy? Well, she's working with us. We just want to try to, now that we had all these features, we're trying to figure out where to place the video, the site change and whatnot. So we'll have her coming in next week with stuff as well. All right, that's going to do it here for the show. Let's bring in our crew from today's show. We're going to go ahead and wave bye to you guys. You guys have a great weekend. We'll talk with you again next week here on